When creating a new Minecraft survival world, it's important to get off to the best start possible, which is why I found the top 20 things you should be doing in a brand new world. Food is especially essential when you initially spawn in a Minecraft world, and without it, you'll simply die. Most of the time, you'll see players crafting a sword and go hunting for farm animals like pigs, sheep, cows, and chickens. While these are initially a great source of food, once you kill your first batch, have you ever noticed it takes ages to find some more? To make this process much easier, if you can locate a body of water straight away, you'll be able to get some fish. But not like this. Fishing can be great for collecting enchanted books, but it's a very slow process. Instead, dive in and look for a school of fish. I find these guys to be much less rare, and it always seems so easy to get a full stack within minutes. As you can see, villagers are actually really common in Minecraft now, meaning even from your spawn location you'll be able to scout the area and find a village pretty easily. These structures are one of the best things to find early game for multiple reasons. Loot chests, for example, can contain different foods, different armors up to iron armor, and different gems including diamonds, as well as much more, allowing you to get stacked early on. And while we're still in the village, of course they often grow various different crops, which will keep you fed for the first few days, and you'll be able to replant and have a farm going within the first few minutes of your survival world. It's also a good idea to purposefully trap at least 2 of the villagers, as there's a good chance the rest of them will eventually be killed by zombies. Encaging 2 villagers allows you to repopulate and breed them at a later time, which you'll later be able to create a trading hall, allowing you to get very expensive items for extremely cheap. Also, on the last tip, I'll show you a game-breaking mechanic that I recently found, which allows you to get any enchanted book you desire, so stick around for that one. Finally, it's a good idea to borrow a bed from one of the villagers, as this is going to allow us to completely skip the first night, meaning we don't have to face any danger at all without having to even go looking for a sheep. Once you've chopped down your first tree, the most efficient process is to create a workbench and craft a wooden pickaxe. Go ahead and collect 3 stone, craft yourself a stone pickaxe, but don't disregard the painfully slow wooden pickaxe yet, as we can use that as fuel in a furnace later on. But do make sure to mine a total of 14 more stone. But why 14 cobblestone? Well, this is the exact amount that will allow us to create a full set of stone tools as well as a furnace. When aimlessly walking around exploring your new Minecraft world, it really does pay off in the long run to keep your eyes peeled for sugarcane, and also to punch grass to get as many seeds as possible. This is a great idea, as the faster you can get these farms rolling, the faster you can reharvest and reinvest your crops. Also, it's really satisfying planting all your seeds, going caving for an hour and returning to a whole riverside of wheat. One thing I always make sure to do early in the game is get a campfire or 2 on the go. Initially, resources are scarce and you're more likely not going to have much coal, and if you do, you'll be wanting to use it for torches and then eventually prioritizing it for smelting iron. Creating a campfire means you essentially have unlimited fuel for food, as the campfire will simply never go out. Meaning that initial investment of a bit of wood and 1 coal means free cooked food forever. Before you slay all the animals in your area, consider saving at least 2 of each species, as you'll be able to trap and breed them for an easy source of food, once you have a sufficient amount of mobs. Also, I always see players swinging weapons around, wasting time and durability. Instead, with your axe, jump up, and when you begin descending, then you can swing and give crit damage to the animals, and you can kill them all with just 1 swing. If you do actually manage to have a flint and steel at this point, it's a great idea to cause damage to an animal and finish them off with some fire, as when they eventually burn to death, the food will actually drop as cooked food, saving you lots of time early game. Locating structures like sunken ships and temples are both a simple and easy way to get really decent loot really easily. Of course, we know these structures aren't exactly difficult, and the reward can be substantial, so if you see one, always loot it, especially because the sunken ships contain buried treasure. It also pays off to know the buried treasure trick, which guarantees you finding it first time every time. Simply hover your player icon on top of the X, then move backwards until the smallest part of Y is showing, and simply dig down. works every time. The world of Minecraft is a big place. Trust me when I say that. I've gone out exploring multiple times and sometimes simply cannot find my way back to my base. One thing I always do now though is take note of my spawn coordinates, so I know roughly where spawn is. And also when exploring through different biomes, when I find a potentially nice looking area for my base, I jot down the coordinates also so I can return once I've progressed a little more in the world. Just found yourself some iron ore? Great, smelt that up into tools and armour. Wait, hold up. In my potentially controversial opinion, before crafting this gear, I tend to create a shield and a bucket. But why? Well, venturing in the caves can be dangerous, and the shield itself will protect you way more than armour would against both skeletons and creepers. This shield will save your life, whereas some iron boots may not. Also, when exploring the caves, having the bucket of water really helps you get around. Also, it's great for extinguishing yourself if you catch fire, and we'll be needing it later on for something. When caving, you'll more than likely find yourself a nice dungeon like this. Go in there, place one torch in the centre, kill the mobs, and hopefully get something great from the loot chests. Then, once again, write down the coordinates, as later on, when we get more comfortable in the world, we can transform this into a mob farm, which is a great source of XP and loot. Once you've gathered some basic mining resources like iron tools and armour, you can start concentrating on getting diamonds. I actually have a full in-depth diamond mining guide on my channel, which I'll link on screen and in the description, and I would highly recommend watching it. Anyway, when you do find the diamonds, all you need is a total of 5 diamonds, no more. 3 for a diamond pickaxe and 2 for an enchantment table. The idea behind this is that you can save any diamonds you find by either screenshotting or writing down coordinates for a later date. Make yourself an enchantment table and aim for a fortune pickaxe. This way you can multiply the diamonds you find very easily. Also, when you do get more diamonds for diamond tools and armour, you'll more than likely not be ready to have a maxed out enchantment table yet, but this doesn't matter. The goal is to enchant as early as possible and aim to get unbreaking on your tools. This will massively increase its lifespan, with its durability being boosted. Another thing you don't have to waste your time mining is obsidian. Yes, you'll need 4 obsidian for the enchantment table, but for the nether portal we can simply find a lava pool either on the surface or in a cave and forge a makeshift nether portal. This strategy looks difficult, but once you've built the frame you'll save tons of time. When you do decide to head to the nether, I always make sure to write down the portal coordinates, as I often lose my bearings in the nether and head in the completely opposite direction while searching for my portal. I swear it was around here somewhere. Also, it can be a good idea to simply surround the portal with a block like cobblestone that has a decent blast resistance, just in case a pesky ghast tries to destroy your only way home. When in the nether, one of the most underrated things you can do is collect bone blocks. You can collect these from nether fossils, which can only be found in soul sand valleys, and can withhold up to 27 bone blocks, which is 243 bone meal per fossil find. This is great for speeding up the crop growing process back at home. By this time you should now be hopefully getting close to a maxed out enchantment setup. This is good for getting more powerful equipment, and just a heads up, this is roughly how much sugarcane and leather you'll need for the 15 bookshelves. Here's a little in-game trick to getting you exactly what enchanted book you're after. So if we head back to the villagers we trapped and kept safe earlier, we can use game mechanics to alter the job roles of villagers. Break the job role block if the villager has one and place down a lectern next to it. Hopefully within seconds this guy will now be a librarian, which is great for us because now we can trade enchanted books. Check his trades, and if the book is poor, destroy the lectern, get him his old job back, and repeat the process until you see something worthwhile, like a mending book for example. Hope you learned something new and start your new survival world the right way. Spam the comments, like and subscribe, and check out this video. See ya!